Look who just rolled in. It's time to butter up your ears for laughs, life, and a little flaky wisdom. It's all about the biscuits with RJ.
At All About the Biscuits, we believe life's just a big old platter of toppings. Flaky, spicy, sweet, even messy. And guess what? We butter them all up and dig right in. Whether it's real talk or ridiculous rants, I'm RJ and we're serving it hot. All topics, all biscuits, always served hot.
All right. Welcome back to All About the Biscuits with RJ. That's right. It's the same as last time. This guy, one take, that's all. But I'm not going to lie this time. This is the third time I've been trying to do this because the first time I felt like boring. Second time I was like, not quite there. So we're going to do it this last time. So thank you for coming back and joining us again so I can get it right. Remember, third take, it's a charm. So, disclaimer, if you don't like it, there's the door. Don't let it hit you or the good Lord split you. Woo! Moving on. So, what's been going on? Lately, I got a new job. I'm headed towards a new contract, so that's good. And I think people forget it's not about being thankful for just a job, but it's grateful because you're not alone out there. There are so many still looking for a job, and I totally get it. And remember, don't worry about your feelings. It's what you do next. Keep chugging along, keep networking, and you'll find the opportunity that's there for you. So, with that said, let's just go right into it. DMV. I had to go back to get a new license. The process here in South Carolina isn't the most updated, but that's okay. I'm on my way. I go back. I walk through the door. It's lunchtime. Packed. Boom. There's like 40 or 50 people. Half smell like they haven't showered. The other half, well, the other half was perfectly fine. Now their dress, well, that's a little bit less to be desired. I would say at least 75% were dressed like they had just woken up. No, seriously, it was better than people watching at the airport. I just don't get it. Like, seriously, it's noon. You don't come to DMV in your pajamas. Like, seriously, I counted at least 30 sets of flip-flops. 30 sets of flip-flops. Now, Crocs, not a problem. Most people are wearing socks because it was kind of freaking cold out. But the flip-flops, I don't get it because the floor, and here's the thing, people are taking them off. Like you're at the airport walking across the floor. What in the hell is going on? I saw slippers, but that wasn't too bad. At least a lot of the slippers I saw were like the closed toe. So I was like, okay. And most of them had socks on. But when I was counting, because I walked in, waiting in line, and the nice lady up front, they moved. The line to get your little ticket with the alphabetical letter on there and the number that you don't understand how it all works because it's magic behind the curtain, the Wizard of Oz here. I was D0055. D0055. And I said, well, how long is it before I hit bingo? She said, 1 hour, sir. I looked around. I said, I'm thinking in my head, no freaking way. I was like, okay, well, let's see if we can find a place to sit down because my legs hurt and I can't stand long. So I got my cane to kind of lean on, lean on green. Yeah. So I'm leaning, I start doing a dance, but I knew going to DMV, it was going to be awesome people watching, awesome stories because you always, let me say first, I digress. Everybody there was perfectly behaved, but it's the stories when they go up to the station with the DMV folks that are always the best because everybody's going to lie about their situation. They're never going to be like, I forgot, I'm dumb, and I should have taken care of this. And I'm going to start with they have an L shape handicap chairs over here so you can sit down, and then along the long ways, it's all standing stations. And here's the funny thing. There is no self express. There's nothing. Nothing. So I find a little chair in front of a station where I can sit down. Awesome. So I sit. There's no one there. The lady next to that station was like, no problem. You can stay. And I realized there's pregnant women. There are quite a few. And then there's older people. And older people coming in with their walkers. I want the walker with the chair for sure. I want to be able to sit my big old butt down. That is a guarantee as I get older. I have the cane, not the walker. Let's not forget that. So I sit down, and then the lady comes that's at that station. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. No big deal. So then I stand, and I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a long time. I'm like, it's only been 22 minutes. Son of a bitch. So I'm leaning up against the front window with another gentleman next to me who is very nice. And we're right by the exit door. Fantastic place to hear people complaining as they walk out. So this lady comes in. She was ahead of us by representation of the number and the letter, I guess. She had a different situation. So she sits down. It's a little old lady, grandma, 70 years old. She's with this other girl, this young woman, probably 25 to 30. You can tell they were not related. So we're like, what's this situation all about? And it's like a little old lady. They go up to the window, they sit down, and she's like, I need a duplicate of this title for my son's car. My name is already on the title. Stay with me. Your name is already on the title. Woman goes, okay, not a problem. Can I see your ID? She checks the ID and she's like, ma'am, this isn't your name on the title. And let alone they need a duplicate. So she's like, well, I need your son's signature on here. Okay, not a problem. Wait for it. It's a big problem because apparently the son is in a coma from an accident and he is unable to sign. And she said, DMV person, why do you need a duplicate if you already have this one? Well, I need it so I can use the car. And she's like, well, you can use the car if it's your son's car, which it says if this is his name here, but I can't do anything about it because there is a process. Hello, McFly. Is there anybody home? And this is when Mrs. I don't know who the hell you are, and you're definitely not related to this lady, chimes in. And man, she was like a bulldog. She was ready to go. Not full on, but she was like, I don't understand why we can't get this done right now. And we need this duplicate done. He's in a coma. She's here now, and we need to be able to use this car. And let me tell you, that DMV person was so nice. And she said, "This is the process. This is not your name. I cannot help you until you do X, Y, and Z." And me and this other gentleman are sitting there going, "This is getting real good. Let's go get some popcorn for sure." For sure. And not 30 seconds later, of course, they're walking out. And this young woman walks by, and I know we've always all heard this. "Thanks for nothing. We're out of here." I'm like, "Okay, see you later, Godzilla." And that little old lady was like, "Okay, have a nice day." And they leave, and we're kind of chuckling about it. And that DMV person, the fact that she had to put up with this shit, I was like, "What in the world? You have the best attitude." And she goes, "It's fraud. Total fraud. We have a process, and I don't know who they are, because obviously you can tell they're not related. It's fraud. We're not going to do that. Follow the process, do it right, or you're out of here." There's the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. Woo! So I was like, okay. And I forgot to mention that when I came in, I had the perfect hangry going on. So I was like looking, I was judging. I don't want to say I wasn't, because everybody does. You do. And there was a kid behind me, probably early 20s, that bleach blonde hair, nose ring, wearing camo pants, sneakers that look like they were from 1985, a cap, trucker hat that looked like one I had when I was growing up, and that was a long time ago, yeah. Back in the 80s, yeah, maybe the 90s, I forget, because I'm kind of old, yeah. And he smelled like he hadn't showered in 3 months, and he looked like he was sleeping in his clothes for 6 months in his mom's basement. He was the basement boy, as we were calling him. Nice kid, wasn't outrageous. And then we look, and we're right by the front window. We look down, and we see this woman walking up the sidewalk. And we're like, "Hey, she looks freaking familiar." And we're like, "Wait, no." She's probably a little bit older than me. 53. That's it. And yes, I've forgotten my age when I was 52. Maybe 51. She comes walking in. Of course, he comes walking up. "Mom." And we're like, "Oh, basement boy's mommy. This is going to be good." So he's all angry, and he's like, "I've been waiting for an hour." And we're like, "Hey, thanks for reminding us." "Hey, it's been an hour, douchebag." So he's like making like a slight scene, not too bad, but he's like angry that it's been an hour. Oh my God. His game is not saved. He has to go back and play with his friends. Yeah. And a little Mike. Yeah. And never meet him in person. Yeah. So she's like, calm down. Calm down. We'll get it taken care of, when they call our number. And then I hear D0038. I'm like, oh, yes, I haven't been paying attention. It's not bingo yet, but we're getting close. And then I hear D0039. Nice. We're almost into the 40s. We're getting closer. So, with that said, we're going to talk about Basement Boy and his story, which is great. I just wish people would take accountability and not come to any situation, DMV, the airport, and not badger, but have to like go above and beyond. Did you see how I did it? Above and beyond with their drama in their story that you know damn well they're lying about. And they are a Billy bullcrapper through and through. And they're explaining to the person when the representative, the agent, that's just trying to help them, and they don't care. They've heard it all. And they know you're lying. They know you're bullcrapping. So listen up. We're going to tell you the story next time. And always, 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 always be reminded to be nice, be respectful, and realize that the DMV folks have a thankless job, and they were all pleasant. And it is amazing at how people just pile on the crap of their story and take zero accountability. And when you listen to it, you're like, that didn't happen. Sometimes there's stories that are like, wait, no way. And it does happen. And they're unusual and weird, but they do happen. This one, nah, not at all. Basement boy, you're out of here. There's the door. So listen in for part 2. DMV Happy Endings coming soon. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming back. I think I have 4 listeners now. But anyways, you can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and at your no, I was gonna say at your local grocery store, but hey, no. Remember, go out into the world, be kind, put a smile on someone's face. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to survive with each other. And just be kind. And walk that line because it is fine. Dynamite. No, I just did that. So thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Tune in for part 2, DMV Happy Ending. Be kind. Have a good one. And I'm looking for that end recording button, and I got nothing to rhyme with that. See you next time. Better, scat, hat, drop, crap. Okay, bye.
Thanks for pulling up a chair with us at All About the Biscuits. Remember, life's messy, flaky, and sometimes sweet, but we're in it together. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, leave a review, and pass the plate to a friend. See you next time.